Gombe! Nice to meet you both. Gombe! Cheers, nice to meet you.
Tong.
Tong?
Tong.
What's that?
It's
John!
like-
John!
Yeah.
I know only 안녕하세요.
Yes, 사랑해요. 안녕하세요.
Nice. Stand
Cheers,
One shot.
Gombe. Whatever you want to say. Oh. Hi, it's Mitch, your bartender with globalkpub. I'm in Hongdae, Seoul, and I have a lovely wee bottle of 밤꽃향기, which is a chestnut liqueur made in Gongju in Korea. We're here to talk to some foreigners about behavior, characteristics, and culture differences between their country and Korea. So, let's go talking to some now. Okay, hello there.
Hi.
Hello. Nice to meet you. Now, before we start, could you tell us your names and where you're from?
Hi, my name is Talia and I'm from Brisbane, Australia.
Talia from Brisbane, Australia. Okay,
Yes.
amazing.
Hi, I'm Darian and I'm also from Brisbane, Australia.
Talia
Yes.
and Darian. Right, okay.
Yes.
And you're both from Brisbane in Australia.
Yeah.
Where is Brisbane in Australia? What side of, what coast is Brisbane on?
It's up north
Okay, it's
in
north.
Australia. So if you think of it there,
Uh-huh.
we're up here.
Right, okay,
on,
you're up
on
in
the
north.
eastern side.
East
Right,
of
northeast,
Australia,
right,
yeah.
northeast of Australia.
Yeah.
Okay,
Queensland.
amazing.
Elizabeth, and I'm from Sydney.
Elizabeth from Sydney.
I'm Jessica and I'm from Sydney as
Elizabeth and Jessica. And how do you two know each other?
well. She's my mother.
Okay, so we've got mum and daughter. Fantastic. Now, before we start and chatting away, would you like to try some of our 밤꽃향기? This is a chestnut liqueur made in Korea.
Bit rude not to.
Yeah, it'd be rude not to. Yeah, fantastic. Okay, so how long have you been in Korea for?
1 day.
1 day. And how long have you been in Korea for?
6 months.
6 months. All right. Have you taught her last night? Did you teach her how to say cheers in Korean?
아니 없어.
No, you didn't do it yet? No, she didn't do it yet. Okay.
I don't.
All right, there's two ways. You can say gambe
Gambe.
or jan.
jan.
Which one do you want to say?
Gambe.
Gambe. All right, let's say gambe together. Ready?
Gambe.
Nice to meet you both. Jan.
jan.
Cheers. Jan. Nice to meet you both. Cheers. What do you think?
That's actually good.
You
yeah.
like it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like a fan of very strong alcohol,
Uh-huh.
but this tastes good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does taste good. It's not super strong.
Yeah, it's not super strong,
Pretty
and we
easy
can
to taste.
taste the chestnut.
Yeah, you can taste the chestnuts a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Really good.
Really good.
Buonissimo.
Oh, bellissimo.
È troppo buono.
È troppo buono. What does that mean?
It's really good.
Oh, it's really good. Okay, it's very
yes.
good. Now, what can you taste?
Chestnut for
Chestnuts, you
sure.
can
Yeah,
taste the
chestnut for
chestnut.
sure, and something really sweet.
Okay, it's kind of
good.
sweet. Yeah, that's right. It is
very
pretty
good.
sweet. Yeah, true.
Very nice.
I would definitely
recommend it. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. I will take a bottle.
Yeah.
Really. You
Take
take
a
a
that's
bottle.
fantastic. All right, great.
Oh, pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Very good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Not too strong. It doesn't have a strong alcohol aftertaste,
Yeah, it doesn't,
so
yeah.
it goes down really easily.
Uh-huh,
Yeah,
uh-huh.
doesn't burn.
It doesn't burn.
No.
It's actually a little bit sweet, I thought.
I
Yeah,
guess.
a little bit sweet. The chestnut isn't very strong.
No,
but
it's
it
just
has
like a hint.
good underlayer
Because
of
I'm
flavor.
not actually a big fan of chestnuts.
Oh.
So I was a little bit worried before drinking it, but actually the chestnut's not that strong.
No.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
All right, great. Okay, now my first question is going to be, what do you know about unique characteristics or behavioral attitudes of Koreans that are maybe very unique to Korea and different from Australia?
I think that, if I may, I think they do respect their elders a lot more in
Right, okay.
comparison to Australia.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, you greet differently, which I think, a higher form of respect, which I also respect that. Like, I think that's really nice
Sure.
to have that. I find people really polite here.
Okay, yeah, the politeness, the politeness is a big
Yeah,
difference.
even
Have you
if-
noticed that as
yes,
well already, just in
yes.
one day?
Even
Yes,
being a
just-
foreigner, I just think they're really polite and,
Right, okay.
hardworking, but yeah, I'm not sure how else to
So
answer
the
that.
respect culture here is different. They respect their elders a lot more here than they do in Australia. And the politeness, what have you noticed about the politeness so far?
They're just honesty. Like you can leave your things as you were saying.
Right,
just
okay. This
without
kind
it
of
being-
safety aspect and the trust aspect.
Yes, yeah,
right, okay. You can't
exactly.
just leave your stuff lying around and it should
Yeah.
be there
you couldn't
when
do
you
that
come
in
back.
Australia.
No, you
No.
couldn't leave your
No.
things around?
No.
Why not? What would happen?
Someone
Well,
would take it.
like someone would probably take it.
I suppose there's such a rich history and culture that Australia doesn't necessarily have.
Okay.
So I feel like Korean people are quite connected to that
Right.
themselves.
Okay.
I feel like everyone that I've come into contact with has been very softly spoken, but
Okay.
also quite warm,
Okay.
friendly.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Is that different to Australians?
we're not as softly spoken.
No.
We're quite loud.
Quite loud, yeah, sure.
We are friendly and warm and
Yeah.
very opening.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, I think it's that cultural diversity that you have that we don't necessarily have
True.
as much.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of widely known, but everyone's a lot more polite.
Okay,
And America
alright.
is kind of yourself first.
Okay.
So Korea is very much help everyone else.
Oh, really? Right. Okay. So
Yeah.
you find the Koreans so far pretty helpful towards
Yes.
others, and in America not so much.
Yeah, we've had multiple people stop us on the subway and be like, "Do you need help?"
Oh, wow. Oh,
So,
amazing. Oh,
yeah,
that's
in
cool.
America they're just like, "They'll be fine."
Nobody really worried. Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yes.
Ah, right. Okay. And what about some of the characteristics or behavioral or cultural things in Korea that you just don't quite understand, or maybe you don't agree with? It's okay. Just anything that you just, I don't really like it. What do you think?
I mean, I live in London,
Uh-huh.
so I think it's like body shaming. Of course, I'm not. I
Body
haven't been-
shaming, right,
I
okay.
haven't been here for long, so I don't know. But
okay.
for what I heard, you're supposed to be very skinny, and you know. So I think that's the thing that I don't really agree with. You
Okay,
have to be
sure.
yourself and everything.
Okay.
Everyone is unique.
So the culture of like beauty image here is a bit
Yeah.
too high. The expectations, the
Yeah.
standards are a bit
The
too
standards
high,
are
a bit
stressful.
stressful
Beauty
for a lot
standards
of
are
people.
too high.
Do you think so? Yeah,
Yeah,
is that a
I'm
big
not
problem
agree
here?
with that.
You don't agree with that? That's totally fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I will feel like in Korea, if you don't do the thing that people expect you to do, then it like can be badly perceived.
Okay, okay. Can you
So,
give me an
like-
example?
Yeah, like for example, I don't have any thought about getting married.
Okay, right, okay.
But when I tell that to my boss or my colleagues, they're always like, "Oh, but you should get married. Like you should. If you're not married, then how are you gonna have kids? How are
Right.
you gonna buy a house? Blah blah blah." Like those kind of
So
things.
in Korea, they have a kind of expectation of
Yeah,
how people should
expectation
do
of-
things.
yeah.
And if you decide, or if you're open about not wanting to do it, people
Yeah.
get kind of surprised.
Yeah.
Right, and that just doesn't match with you
Yeah,
quite well.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and like they tell you, you should do that, you should do that. Like they have comments.
Okay,
A difference with the Koreans and Australians is Koreans are very structured.
right, okay.
You know, they focus on one thing and they do it really well to the best of their abilities.
Right, okay.
Not that Australians aren't,
Uh-huh.
but we're more relaxed.
Okay,
I
sure.
guess you could
Yeah.
say.
Cool, cool,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. How about yourself?
Same thing. I think for me personally, I like to have a lot of flexibility with my work.
Okay.
And I like to do things that I'm a very creative person, so doing things by the book and quite orderly can be quite difficult for me.
Sure.
However, I do condemn the Koreans for their amazing work ethic because it must be very difficult and a lot of dedication and
Yeah,
hard
yeah,
work
yeah.
to be so passionate and dedicated to their work.
True. Yeah, okay, no, fair enough. Fantastic. Great. What about Korean food culture and Korean eating habits or eating etiquette that is something you just quite don't understand? Something you just don't match with?
When you're drinking, you have to constantly be eating. I
Oh,
feel like
okay.
in America, when you go out for drinks, there's not a lot of food like
right,
when you
okay.
drink. You're
Yeah.
just going out to drink. But when I go out to drink, my friends and Korean friends here are like, "Oh no, let's get food too," and I'm like,
Right.
"We just had dinner."
Just had
Yeah.
barbecue. No
Yeah.
for chicken.
Exactly.
For sushi? What?
Yeah. So sometimes I'm like, "Whoa, you know, you
Yeah.
guys order for you." But
Right, okay,
I
so
would not be
there's a
eating.
lot of eating when drinking here,
Yeah.
whereas in America it's just food and then drinks, or maybe not even food, just drinks.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. Anything that you can think
Nothing
of?
I'm
strange.
yet to personally experience it.
Right,
yet.
okay, you just haven't
But
experienced
I'm
it
sure
yet.
we will. Yeah, we've
Uh-huh.
got 2 weeks here.
Okay, yeah.
I've seen a lot of raw meats so far. So
Okay, yeah,
that's- I definitely like my meat cooked. So
So you don't like the raw meat? Yeah, there's a thing called
Yeah.
yukwae, which is like raw beef kind of thing they do
Right,
here.
yeah.
But it's similar to steak tartare. I don't know. Do you know steak tartare?
It's
Oh,
kind
maybe
of
that's
like
a British thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's in like fancy restaurants.
Yes, it's a fancy kind of thing. But
Yeah.
here it's basically similar, but it's very common. And you have it with pear, and you have it with raw egg and things on it. Is that
Okay.
quite strange to you? Do you think?
Yeah, it's the first
Yeah.
I've heard of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that Korean they eat too much meat.
Oh, there's too much meat
There's too
consumption
much
here.
meat, and
Right, okay.
sometimes like they eat meats like morning,
lunch,
like
dinner,
lunch, dinner,
just
and I'm
always
like,
feed meat,
that's
meat.
too much meat.
Too much meat. In
Yeah.
France, not the same.
No, it's not the same, and actually I can't eat meat.
Okay.
Because,
Oh, you're
like,
vegetarian? Or?
I'm not really. Yeah, I'm vegetarian, but also it makes me like
doesn't
like,
match with
yeah,
your
doesn't match
digestion
my-
system.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like there's always meat everywhere, and I'm like, so what are my options?
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's
you
the
always
thing
have to
that
eat
I-
some kind of meat. So
Yeah.
you think there's too much meat consumption in Korea?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Well, listen. Thank you both very, very much for your time. Before you leave, we're going to play a very fast game.
Okay.
You're going to win a prize. Okay, Elizabeth, Jessica, as you can see here, we have a spin the wheel game. Very, very easy. Now you have a chance to win one of 3 prizes. If you get the boom, you will not get nothing. You will win 2 of our sponsored shot glasses. If you get the bottle, you will win 1 bottle of our 밤꽃향기, our chestnut liqueur that we just had. Yeah. And if you get the gold down here, you'll win 2 24-carat gold-plated shot glasses to take away with you. A nice little souvenir. But I think you want the bottle.
Yes.
Yeah. They don't want gold.
You do want
They don't want
to
gold.
get
They want the
bottle?
bottle. All right. So you get 1 chance. Who is luckier?
You.
Yeah. You think you're the luckiest? All
Got
right. Let's
it.
see. The big, strong. Nice spin. Yay! You get a bottle of 밤꽃향기. Fantastic. Oh no! It's still the boom. However, it's not nothing. You do win 2 of our sponsored shot glasses. Yay! They got the gold. She is lucky. Lucky mummy. Got a lovely 2 24-carat gold-plated shot glasses. It's got Korean on it. She can translate that for you later.
Go to the convenience store and get some soju and have that.
Perfect. Great idea. I love it.
감사합니다.
Amazing. They already know. They've only been here 1 night. Very good learners. How do you say delicious?
맛있어요.
Fantastic. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Enjoy your 2 weeks here. Have fun snowboarding in Japan. Good luck back in Brisbane. Appreciate that. Let's say goodbye to the camera. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you.
Au revoir.